The first place is the Swedes. Hop, Jan. Bring it out here, Jan Kreuger.
This is Jack Spencer out on course for the Swiss team. Welsh parents, but now, of course, living and training with the Swiss skiers. Spencer out of the resort of Stade. 0.14 his advantage from the first leg. Builds on that to 0.16 at sector time 1. It's the mid part of the section that seems to be the most difficult for these racers. Sawyer Reed leads for the United States of America, setting the target time over the 2 runs at 2 minutes 3.60. Salted snow, real test for these young racers, aged between 15 and 20. And Spencer's off the pace of the leading American. Third position for Jack Spencer of the Swiss team. There's Sawyer Reed still leading. The American team looking for a repeat of their 2024 victory here with Ryder Sarchett. First of the British racers, Shackleton. Ironically, Dominic Shackleton currently studying at Dartmouth College, racing on the collegiate tour. Now, Shackleton. Just trying to, or needs to, just soften up that turn a little bit, coming in with a lot of heavy pressure. Some of these turns, the snow is softening, +7 to +9 degrees Celsius from top to bottom of the race piste here in Tarvisio today. Shackleton now gets the green light back, digs deep in the midsection. Dominic Shackleton for the British ski team, looking to take the lead away from Sawyer Reed of the USA. Shackleton digs deep in the closing turns, stops the clock, 0.44 quicker. Great Britain take the lead away from USA. Shackleton, top of the table. Superb second run charge. Söderlinde from Sweden, 22nd quickest after the first leg. A really nice set and flowing. Oh, he's gone down. Oh, and that's a big disappointment for the Swedish skier. DNF for Sunderland on the second run. Söderlinde, I should say. My apologies. Great Britain lead with Dominic Shackleton. Sawyer Reed second for the USA. Jan Schrag of Switzerland is third. Jack Spencer 4. Pietro Bisello is in 5th position. Still early days with the faster men to make their challenge. 21 left to ski in the shootout for the medals of this World Junior Championship men's giant slalom. Austria are in the gate with Isaiah Sturm. Some good podium performances in FIS races in the lead up to these World Juniors. Confidence is high for this 20-year-old. '18-year-old, I should say. Still a youngster. Skiing very smooth and clean. I love the way pressure edge turn. He loads the turning ski and the clock agrees with me as well. A nice healthy green light chasing the target time over the two legs set by the British racer Dominic Shackleton at 2 minutes 03.16. Real nice swing and offset from the Finnish coach in the mid part of the challenge, really testing the skiing skills. A Sturm of Austria now just needs to find a 10th in this closeout. Isaiah Sturm, 0.36 off the pace of Shackleton. The Austrian skier into second position. Here's another young rising star from the Austrian scene, Florian Neumayer. 20th quickest from the first run out of the Sparkasse Radstadt Ski Club. Still a teenager. Healthy advantage out of the start gate. Just about holds the green light. But again, time slipping away. Let's catch him here at sector 2.27, right side of the clock. Remember, the green light tells us he's ahead of the racer that currently waits in the finish area. The red light means that he's off the pace of the current leader. This is where the burn begins. Giant slalom, the most physically demanding of all the alpine ski race disciplines. And these youngsters now really need to show strength and power in the closing turns. Flo Neumayer of Austria just misses the podium positions into fourth place, half a second down on Dominic Shackleton. 19th after the first leg from a start number of 40. A good performance from Miha Uzaban. Out of the Krana Ski Club, and enjoyed watching this young lad skiing at the weekend at the Slovenian World Cup races in Kranjska Gora, just on the other side of the border from Tarvisio here in Italy. And I think that those races, A, got him ready for these spring-like snow conditions, and B, really got him in the right frame of mind when you get the chance to mix it with the superstars of the World Cup Tour. And where, of course, Henrik Kristoffersen won both the giant slalom and the slalom races. A fabulous weekend of racing in Kranjska Gora. This young lad has moved over to the junior ranks for this week's racing. He'll ski the slalom on Thursday here, where he'll most definitely have his best chance. But this is solid skiing from the teenager out of Slovenia, Miha Uzaban, 0.15 off the pace. Just needs to dig deep in these closing turns to try and find a spot in the top three. Oh, just off the top flight. Miha Uzaban, 18 years of age, remember, into fifth position. Sasha Gilbert of Canada. '30th and 36th in the Super G and the downhill. A PB this season, 7th on the NORAM Tour, the B circuit, where many of the young North Americans fine-tune their skills in preparation for the Audi FIS Ski World Cup. Now, Sasha Gilbert. That's a very nice turn. He read the racing line beautifully through the undergate, or banana as they sometimes call it. Good, solid balance. Nice wide stance over the skis. Oh, there's the first mistake. A little bobble on the rut. Takes the pressure off the turning ski. And that's a huge disappointment for the young Canadian. Easily on track for top position. Austria next in the gate. Stefan Schadreiter. 17th quickest from the first of the two runs here now. Another racer that won the National Junior Championships to complete his selection for these. Oh, he's gone already. Oh, what happened there? And that is a huge disappointment for Stefan. Gate 3 into 4, loads the ski into 5. Oh, he's just not got enough pressure on early. He's lent in with the shoulder, the feet have slipped from underneath. And on one of the easier turns, that's a big disappointment for the Austria. Shackleton still leads for Great Britain. 16th from the first leg. This is Lucas Kraus. Half a second the advantage now. It continues to grow. Kraus is a 28-point FIS scorer this season. FIS race in Germany. "19 years of age now." Kraus settles in. Got to be careful on some of these turns where the snow is softening. The salters work perfectly on one or two of the gates, but not so firmly with the snowpack on others. He's halved his advantage from the first run, but still with the green light here. Nice pace and tempo in the mid part of the challenge from the young German, and takes back another 10th, 0.39 ahead of the British leader. Again, these youngsters bring such beautiful ski technique to the piste. Lovely flowing and rhythmical turns. Ooh, but that light goes red. He's a 10th of a second off the pace. Kraus needs to really dig deep in these closing turns. He's looking a little tired now, dropping a little low and late in that line. 2:03.16 is the target. Kraus has missed it. Kraus drops down into 6th position. Well, brilliant news for British ski racing, because at the halfway point of this World Junior Championship giant slalom, it's Dominic Shackleton who leads, setting the target time of 2 minutes 3.16 seconds. Shackleton, who's come over, taken a break from his studies at Dartmouth College in New Hampshire, USA, to represent Great Britain in these World Juniors, is still leading in the gold medal position with 15 races left to challenge. Now the fastest 15 from the first leg. Baraldi of France will get the action underway. Two British skiers here as well. Freddie Carrick-Smith and Jack Irving. With Great Britain currently leading with Dominic Shackleton. 2 minutes 03.16 seconds is the target time over the 2 runs here in Tarvisio.
Swiss flag. One of the top team here in Tarvisio. They grabbed medals, prestigious medal during the last day. Let's go USA!
You have to go back to the 80s for the last time a British ski racer won a World Junior Championship medal. And that, of course, was Graham Bell, who was second to Denny Ray in the World Juniors. Oh, Graham, you need to help me out here. 1984, I'm going to have a guess. Shackleton leads for Great Britain in 2025. 15 to go, and Britain has, of course, Freddie Carrick-Smith. There was a shot there, I believe, of his mother, Emma Carrick-Anderson, one of the coaches on the side of the race piste, preparing for her son's performance First up, though, for the French team, 15th from the first run, over half a second's advantage, Leo Baraldi out of the Alpe d'Huez. No, the Les Deux Alpes, I should say. Sorry, not Alpe d'Huez, the neighbouring resort of Les Deux Alpes Club des Sports. 20 years of age. Remember, the French have the fastest performer from the first run, Vital. He will go last of this group of 15 in reverse order. 4/10, so he loses 0.11 of a second advantage over Shackleton at sector split time 1. Keeping fluid and high with that racing line. Yeah, clock spots it as well. These are nice turns in the midsection, but it's the closing set of turns that have been the most troublesome for these racers after the first leg. A very tight technical swing in the turn. The timing and the arc of that ski needs to be on point. And 0.42. Oh, Shackleton's lead could be in trouble here. The first of the French challengers, Leo Baraldi. Digs deep now. There's the target time, 2:03.16. Oh, and France take the lead. Baraldi goes into the gold medal position. Shackleton now down to silver. Sturm of Austria, third spot, hoping for bronze. Albin Larsson, 14th after the first run. Albin. Couple of nice FIS giant slalom wins as part of his prep for these World Juniors in Tarnaby. Famous Swedish ski resort, of course, the home of the great Ingemar Stenmark, Anja Persson. I could go on and on and on. But for Albin Larsson here, it needs a real second-run charge. It's a dual purpose and task ahead. Take the lead away from Leo Baraldi, but also put the pressure on those skiers still to challenge. These warm, spring-like conditions, already the piste is starting to rut and cut ever so slightly. Ooh, and these turns are a little bit out of rhythm and out of shape in the closing turns here. And Larsson here struggling. Larsson drops down into 7th position. Freddie Carrick-Smith for Great Britain, 17 years of age, 13th fastest after the first run. Now, Freddie needs a big charge here. His mother, Emma Carrick-Anderson, father, Phil Smith, both former ski racers. Emma was a brilliant World Cup racer, representing GB at 4 Winter Olympic Games and multiple national titles. And she has dedicated the years of her coaching career to her 3 sons, of course, Zach, Freddie and Luca, the eldest of the brothers. But it's Freddie that's got the fastest of the brothers so far. His twin brother, Zach, will race in just a short while. Nice turns. 1/100th, right side of the clock. Here's a chance for Great Britain to retake the lead in this World Junior Giant Slalom Championship. That's a beautiful setup. Really lovely. Smooth and clean with the arc on the turning ski. And the clock still keeps Freddie Carrick-Smith ahead here. Freddie now, closing turns. Giant slalom European Youth Olympic gold medalist, and it could be medal number 2 for Freddie Carrick-Smith of Great Britain, taking the lead away from Leo Baraldi. That is a skillful ski and second run charge, way above his teenage years. Great skiing, Britain back into the gold medal position. Freddie Carrick-Smith now in the leader chair. This is Hagen of Norway, next on course. Storm Andre Hagen, another racer with a gold medal from those European Youth Olympics. Freddie Carrick-Smith, our current leader, won the gold in giant slalom. This gentleman on screen won the gold in slalom. 800ths, the light has gone red. He's off the pace of the British leader. searching for that smooth line. These closing turns for me from Freddie Carrick-Smith were world class. .14. Now, closeout is the name of the game. Looking a little tired here. These youngsters really needed to power through the pain. Oh, and Hagen has missed it. Hagen into second position. Freddie Carrick-Smith for the British ski team, still leading the giant slalom at the World Junior Championships. And Britain have another racer, 11th quickest from the first run, with a 1/10 of a second advantage. This is a Jack Irvine. Out of Renegade Racing, born in Florida, but raised in Austria. With an Austrian father and a British mother, he's out of the Hippach ski club near Meyerhofen. And like Freddie Carrick-Smith, our current leader, has had to pay his way through all of his junior years of racing and training. Taking us into the top 10. This is the key split, .23. Oh, this could be something quite special, with the British team potentially going 1-2 here in Tarvisio, Italy. These are the make or break turns for me. High and early, lovely setup from Jack Irvine. Confident skiing again. Just 19 years of age. We first saw him at the World Senior Championships in Saalbach-Hinterglemm last month. Jack Irvine looks to take the lead from Freddie Carrick-Smith, and Jack is there by 1/100th of a second. The narrowest margins that we measure international ski racing. Britain go 1 and 2. Otto Ude. Next on course for the French team. Into the top 10, the fastest 10 from the first run. Now this young rising star of the French squad is out of the Val Thorens. Club Omnisport, he's in trouble here. And that advantage and red light will grow. Just a little scrappy, a little too aggressive and not getting that smooth, clean turn and arc. .21 off the pace. Settles it now, smooth, clean. Word from the coaches is this is where you really do need to be on point with that turn, accurate with the timing, skillful with the closeout. Now the power play is needed. Believe you me, the legs start to burn at this point in the challenge as Ude of the French team looks to get ahead of the British boys, Irving and Carrick-Smith that lead. Ude now with the finish line in his sights. 2:02.63 has gone by. Ude drops down into 5th position. Still gold and silver for Great Britain. 9 skiers left to go. 0.800th of a second, or 0.08 of a second, is the advantage for Jeremy Nolting of the USA. He's out of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club of Colorado, USA. Remember, the United States won the gold in the last World Juniors in Saint-Jean-d'Ulpe with Ryder Sarchet. Now can Nolting put the USA into the gold medal position? Nolting, a youngster. 19 years of age. .22, the right side of the clock. Coming through now into this last pitch. Oh, the British ski racing fans hold their breath. Many look away from the scoreboard as Jeremy Nolting, I should say, coming in for the United States of America, finds the red light at split sector 3. These turns now are absolutely vital for Nolting. Irving leads. Nolting has missed it as well. Nolting's gone 4th. 8 racers left to go. Jeremy Nolting out of the podium positions. There is the leader, Jack Irvine, with Philip Jonassen, 8th fastest from the first run, next to challenge the British leaders. Now, Philip Johnson. 44th in the Super G was a little frustrating for the Swede. Oh, and he's in trouble here. Very heavy double turn as he gets caught in the soft slushy snow just at the bottom of the racing line. It looks a bit clunky. The clock will really make him pay, and he's 3/10 off the pace now. Philip Johnson needs to find another gear in these closing turns. Oh, and again, that's the low line. A lot of pressure on the turning ski right at the bottom of the arc when you want to release at the top of the turn, not the lower part. 0.69, I'm not sure Philip Johnson is going to make up this kind of margin on the closing turns. The Swede drops down the standings into 8th position. No change in the top 3, with Great Britain holding gold and silver, and Hagen holds bronze for Norway. 7 left to challenge. Nash Haute-Marchand, out of the famous Courchevel Ski Club that has produced many a world junior champion, including Alexis Pinturault, of course. Now, builds on the advantage from the start gate into sector time 1 from 0.16 to 0.29. These are smooth, clean and effective opening turns. Haute-Marchand, just a little bit of a mistake there, and that takes it down to just 0.04 faster than the current British leader. That piece is now starting to rut and bump. It's going to be a tough... Oh, he's got on the inside! And that puts pay, surely, to Haute-Marchand's chances here now. It's got to be clean, it's got to be error-free, and from 400ths the right side to over 8/10 the wrong side of the clock. And it looks like Jack Irvine and Freddie Carrick-Smith have seen off another one of the world's best juniors, as Nash Haute-Marchand goes 1.31 off the pace and drops to 15th. 6 left to go. Jonas Scabar of France.
Yeah, buddy.
Scabar out of the Maribel Ski Club in the Trois-Vallées. High up in the Tarentaise Valley now. 11th position in the Super G. Played a pivotal role in the team parallel event to bring the French team gold there. Can he now take his second medal of these World Juniors here in Tarvisio, Italy? Big, powerful skier. Lovely turn here, reading the terrain very well ahead of the racing line. And the timing is on point here for Scabar. Oh, but there's the first mistake. Just as we were switching cameras, he almost went down on the inside. I'm not sure he'll hold that green light at sector 3. 0.27, wrong side of the clock. Now Scabar needs to clean this up in the closing turns. Another breakaway of the arcing ski sees the Frenchmen struggle in these closing turns. 2:02.63. Scabar has gone 6th. The British boys still hold gold and silver. Bakkevig of Norway, 5th quickest man from the first run. It's the advantage that becomes the key part of the calculation. Over half a second clear of Jack Irvine, our leader from Great Britain. Rasmus Bakkevig out on course for Norway. This young lad has been on the World Cup Tour this season in Crunchkagora last weekend, preparing for these World Juniors on the Europa Cup circuit, the B Tour, where the young guns are prepared for the FIS Ski World Cup Tour. Oh, that is a good green light at sector 2. 0.65. Bakkevig in a very nice rhythm here from gate to gate and turn to turn, looking relaxed and confident. Still clean, still error-free, and still finding more speed and time. Rasmus Bakkevig is now coming home here with a huge advantage over the British boys. Norway are about to take gold. The question is, by how far? Bakkevig is there, 0.61, right side of the clock. Norway into gold medal position. Jack Irvine now into silver. Freddie Carrick-Smith into bronze. 4 skiers left to go. Fabian Ackfords of Sweden. Another skier that has had great success at World Junior Championship level. And in this, his last season as a junior, looking to bow out in style. Took the bronze in this race last year in the French Alps. Took a silver in the slalom back in 2020. And we've watched this youngster grow with pride and style on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour with a PB of 11th position in the Alta Badia World Cup Slalom back in December of last year. Ax Schwarz will be the big favourite for the slalom race here on Thursday, but can he do the business in giant slalom today? Oh, 4/10 off the pace. Good enough to break into the top 3. Now, Fabian Ackfords tucks tight for the line, and the Swedish racer goes into the silver medal position, 0.39. Jack Irvin now down into bronze. Freddie Carrick-Smith into 4th position. 3 racers left to challenge. Sebastian Hagen of Norway. Out of the Stabæk Ski Club, Hagen, 23rd, 37th in Super G and downhill at these World Juniors. A FIS giant slalom race winner in Opdal as part of his prep here. Prep for these World Juniors as Hagen now. Smooth, clean. He's a very tall, long-levered racer and gets some lovely, clean purchase with those long levers and angles against that turning ski. He's only just got the green light here. He's trying to strike for that balance of being soft and smooth on the slushy spring snow whilst driving an acceleration from the outside ski. There's the mistake that may cost him the gold as Sebastian Hagen. Oh, 3rd position. The British boys are out of the medals, but still have done brilliantly. Hagen goes into the bronze medal position with 2 to challenge. Oscar Andreas Sandvik, again of Norway. Sandvik again, another racer who's used the Senior World Cup Tour as part of his preparation for these World Junior Championships. He's also been a winner on the Europa Cup Slalom Tour. He's a 15 and 14 point racer. For many, the big pre-race favourite here to do the double in giant slalom and slalom. Let's see if Sandvik can live up to his reputation. Oh, that's a low late and big correction at the bottom of the turn. That may well take the light red. Remember, it's Rasmus Bakkevig leading. Sandvik just looking a little scrappy and out of position in these closing turns. Oh, and again he's in trouble and all over the place. It's gone. He's grappling for his ski pole as well with the right hand. And Sandvik, ooh, from leading at halfway, plummets down to 12th. Nightmare in the closing turns for the Europa Cup winner. And the fastest man from the first run, Flavio Vital of France. Vital now really needs to show that he has the skills on the bumps and ruts, as he showed on the smooth track with bib number 3 on the opening run. 0.58 is a huge advantage coming into this second leg. And here the Frenchman, just 19 years of age, builds on that advantage, going to 0.65, the right side of the clock in sector 1. Oh, lovely accuracy there, arcing and timing his turns very nicely indeed. He's got this, surely. We've been following on the World Cup Tour. He's yet to make the big breakthrough. He's out of the Club des Sports of Tignes, and Vital is showing a really nice set of skillful skiing here. Calm and cool, all the pressure on his shoulders as the fastest man from the first run, but it's another beautiful delivery, and surely Vital has got gold. France take the gold in the men's giant slalom at the FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championships. Vital in control in both the first and the second run. Calm, cool and collected from start to finish and throughout the day's racing. That is superb for Vital. A real pressure moment from the Scandinavian racers. Bakovig of Norway takes silver, Ax Schwarz of Sweden the bronze. And the British boys have had a wonderful day in the office, no question. Jack Irvine takes fifth, and at 17 years of age, Freddie Carrick-Smith takes sixth position. A brilliant race, but it's gold for France, and it's gold for Flavio Vital. Confirmation that Vital takes the gold for the French team. Bakovic silver, Ax Schwarz, PBs for Jack Irvine and Freddie Carrick-Smith for the British team, finishing in 5th and 6th position. 3 Brits in the top 15, with Dominic Shackleton taking 12th position.
Ok, siamo pronti. Paolo, vai.
Ladies and gentlemen, FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championship.
Well, it's the second gold medal for the French team at these FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championships. They won the gold medal in the mixed team parallel event in style. But this individual giant slalom gold is huge for this young lad from Tignes in France. Confirmation that Ax Schwarz takes the bronze for Sweden. Watch out for Fabian in the slalom on Thursday. Rasmus Bakovig takes silver for Norway. Lovely second run charge, I have to say. But Vital, brilliant, winning the first and the second run. The teenager from Tignes in France takes the World Junior Giant Slalom gold here in Tarvisio. And I have to say, this young lad has won it in style.
Thank you.
Premiazioni ufficiali, vi ricordo, alle 6 questo pomeriggio il piano unità Tarvisio.
Well, we're going to carry on with the rest of the races, take a look at some of the lesser-known youngsters trying to make their way. And the target for these later numbers now up to 45 try and break into the top 30. And those FIS points that we've been talking about throughout the 2 runs of competition here are really the next stepping stone for many of these young performers. Earning some good FIS points here today can help them with their future races. They won't be challenging for the medals because they're over 2 seconds and plus off the pace, but still some interesting stories to tell and some very good ski racers to follow. Luca Raffinoni of Italy is out on course, 31st position after the first run. He's a young lad that has skied 19th and 41st in the Super G and the downhill here at the World Junior Championships in Tarvisio. And Ruffinoni third in the Supergiant Slalom at his recent National Junior Championships and 7th in the Giant Slalom. Oh, and there's a DNF. Oh, that's a disappointment. Let's go to the United States of America. Axel Lindenmayer, he's from Cresta Butte, Colorado, USA, and from the Cresta Butte Mountain Sports team. He too picks up a DNF early on in those opening turns. Oh, that's a disappointment for Axel. Enrico Valentino Zucchini, 33rd quickest man from the first run. National Junior Giant Slalom champion for Italy. That was by far his best result of the season. And then back in late January, 20th of January, a 24.26 FIS point score there, taking that Italian national junior title. .72 off the pace. Those top positions will not change now, but if there's a top 30 position to be taken, as Zucchini, 3.72, hits the target into 27th position. Zach Carrick-Smith, the twin brother to Freddie Carrick-Smith now. His brother, brilliant, 6th position. Superb performance, jumping 7 places after the first leg. Now, Zach, the target. Oh, he's gone down. Oh, and that's a heavy hit from Carrick-Smith. Race is on hold. Well, the good news is that he's up on his feet, isn't he? And we can see Zach there walking around. Looks to be unhurt. And that is a real shame for Zach Carrick-Smith, coming off the back of a brilliant bronze medal at the European Youth Olympic Festival in Georgia last month. Top 5 results as well on FIS Tour, as 27 points, his PB. But no result for Zach Carrick-Smith in the second round of the Giant Slalom at the World Junior Championships here in Tarvisio, Italy. Well, those are the pictures that we were all hoping to see. Zach up on his skis, unhurt, really pushing it and giving all that he had to try and break into the top flight. The Norwegian fans, friends and family all happy with Bakkevig taking a silver medal for Norway here, but it's France that will celebrate with the gold. Oscar Priesler, that is, from Denmark. Just getting the skis checked from one of the techs. Spring-like end-of-season conditions here. The atmosphere is really friendly, warm and relaxed in this part of the Alps, right on the border of Austria and Italy. Slovenia is a very special place to come celebrate winter sport. It's in the Val Canale, Tarvisio. It's Friuli Venezia Giulia region of the Italian. The Carnic Alps one side, the Julian Alps the other. An amazing historical crossroads, major trading route over the years, of course, but now just a beautiful winter sport wonderland. And the local organising committee have done so well to keep this racetrack alive. I'm sure there's still some big storms to bring more snow to round out the season, but it's been incredibly warm here this past week in Tarvisio. And the local organising committee and the FIS have worked hard together to keep this competition alive and flowing. A few repairs need to be made to the netting after the crash of Zach Carrick-Smith. We're ready to continue with the competition. Gabin Michel for French team, next on course. Just waiting for the all clear from the race referee and jury. 35th quickest skier from the first run. Gabin is out of the Sauze Barcelonnette, which is in the south of the French Alps. Sauze and Super Sauze, Barcelonnette, Oron. They've held the World Juniors down there in yesteryear. Now, 2.72 off the pace, 35th position. As we said, for Gabin Michel, the target really here is to try and break into the top 30. It's all about coming away with some FIS points, lowering your world ranking when you know you're out of the chase for the medals and out of the top 15 after the first of the two runs. Here's another racer with a PB of 25 points in a FIS Giant Slalom in Font-Romeu. That's exactly where you want your points to be as you're preparing to make that step up from FIS races to the Europa Cup, then the next big one from Europa Cup to the World Cup. But the French racer just gets caught in the soft snow and picks up a DNF there. Swedish racer Max Ulia. 36th after the first run, 2.76 off the pace of the gold medalist and winner here today, Flavio Vital. Max brings some really strong slalom form to these World Juniors. Now we go to Jake Curtis Knight. This is the son of Mike Curtis, the FIS Director of Race Operations on the Audi Fiski World Cup Tour for men. Jake here, whose brother Jesse made his World Cup debut on Sunday in Kranjska Gora. They're from Jasper, Alberta, learned to ski on the Marmot Hill there. It's a wonderful story, but also with a sad tinge to it as well. In the forest fires of the summer in that part of Canada, their sponsors had their business literally burned to the ground. So they're back to the fundraising game again, but the Curtis Knight brothers, they are good skiers, determined. And here is young Jake, 19 years of age, making his World Junior Championship debut here today. Top 30 has got to be the target here. From bib number 50, it has been an excellent ski for Jake Curtis Knight into 29th position. Still a lot of work to do, but a big step forward here for the young Canadian today. Let's go to Denmark. Oscar Priesler. Just picked up the DNF, it's skipped right on to Harry Hoffman. It's getting a little confusing here. My apologies. Harry Hoffman with a target of top 30 now. Harry Hoffman safely into the finish area, 5.98 off the pace of the French gold medalist, 30th position. 40th quickest man from the first run is Maximo of Finland. Remember, it was the Finnish coach that set this second pattern of turns. That may be a slight advantage to the Finn on course. Finnish coach Leskinen sets the second run. 41 gates, of which 40 are turning. He's done one, hasn't he, from a bib number of 70 into 31st position. Well done, Felix. Ioannis Buast of Belgium, 41st after the first run. Just over 4 seconds behind the French leader. From the Belgium Snow Valley Racing team, and oh, that is a shame. A DNF on the second run for the Belgium racer.
in questa seconda mancia scende con il 66 Nicolas Quintero, finish line 6-17.
Ora Nicolas.
Sanchez Cabanas, I should say, of Spain. 43rd off the first run, 4.2 off the pace. Now, different target, different game plan for some of these higher numbers, lower ranked racers. 33rd position for Sanchez Cabanas. That could be a good point score. Yep, he'll be happy with that. Let's go to 48. Ax Schwartz, 4.21. I'm pretty sure Alexander is the younger brother to Fabian. Impressive top 10 result in a local FIS slalom. He's also been out on the Europa Cup as part of his prep for these World Juniors, but this young lad, 2006 born, still a teenager, going to pick off a few points here. Alexander Schwartz for Sweden, 34th position. And racer 75 is Jan Simoncic. 45th position from a start number of 75 after the first run. Looking to lower it again here. Strong, solid technique. Now Jan. That's good work. 35th position from start number 75. Good skiing. If you've just joined us live here on FIS TV, Flavio Vital is the newly crowned FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Champion of Giant Slalom. Bakovic takes the silver for Norway. Ax Schwartz takes the bronze for Sweden. It's been a brilliant day for British skiing at these World Juniors, with 3 of their racers in the top 15. Jack Irvine, the fastest of the Brits, in 5th position. Youngster Freddie Carrick-Smith taking 6th position, and Dominic Shackleton making 3 in the top 15, 12th position. I'm pretty sure that's a record-breaking day for British skiing here in Tarvisio today. Well, that was Max Loughran we had a quick shot of there. .64 is in the gate for the Icelandic ski team, Bjarnitor Hawksson. 46 after the first run, 4.41 off the French leader, who's got that gold medal in the bag now, but we need to finish this race before it's in the book and confirmed. Hawksson now. Top 30 is the target. Solid top 10 results in FIS races this season, with a personal best of 8th in the Norwegian National Junior Championships. 38 FIS point score for the Icelandic skier Hawksson. It's the piste condition that we watch carefully now, see as the ruts and bumps start to deepen and form. +9, +10 degrees Celsius here. Now, Bjarne just needs to focus on the closeout. It's a technical set, isn't it? Which means it's also equally as physically demanding. 35th position again. That is a good performance from a start number of 64. This is Aldo Tomasek of the Czech Republic. 4.46 seconds down. 47th position after that first run. And for the Czech Republic, Tomasek takes 35th position. We move on to the British ski team, still celebrating with 3 in the top 15. This is Max Lochland. Lochland here out of the Apex Ski Academy in Teen. Oh, that's a shame for Max. Picks up a very early DNF on this second run. Sigurd's son, Iceland next on course. 49th position from the first leg, John Eric. From the, I think it's the Fram Ski Club. He was really good in the giant slalom qualification race at the Senior World Championships in Saalbach Interglemm last month. He took 19th position there. 63.89 FIS points scored. Again, here's another chance for the younger Icelandic skier. 19 years of age, looking to earn below 50 points if possible. And Sigurd's son for Iceland stops the clock. 8.31 off the pace, 38th position. This is Garitano Iturbe of Spain. 2008 of birth. 17 years of age. Actually 16 years of age as I check his date of birth. Now again, a youngster that skied exceptionally well in the slalom of the European Youth Olympic Festival, where he skied into silver medal position, 33.16 second score. Not as good today, but watch out for this gentleman in the final individual men's races here in Tarvisio. That will be this slalom, be contested on Thursday. This is David Janda of the Czech Republic, 51st fastest after the first round. Another racer that's won on the FIS Tour this season. Not quite as quick today. 41st position for David Janda. Beerstano of Denmark, 52nd after the first run. His best results have come in citadin races this season. The CIT, as it's often called, CIT Tour. Still giving some good competition, and the 13th position in a slalom in France. There's a good preparation for Sebastian. 37th position for the Danish skier.
The Danish 35th spot in the current standing.
Back into the gate with Andorra Permin Estrugason. that's a disappointment. Looking to emulate the great Jean Verdu, Andorra's top World Cup giant slalom racer, currently on tour. This is Neo Kamada of the Waseda University Ski Club. 19 years of age. Kamada. 9.14 off the pace of the French gold medalist, 43rd position. For Bulgaria, this is Marko Semedziev. Celebrate his 20th birthday later this month. Some good FIS results, some point scores. He's a solid 40-point racer these days, Marco. And the Bulgarian, 44th position. Let's go to Filip Beck of Slovakia, 56th after the first run, 5.76 seconds off the pace. Skier that's earned his best points this season in some of the international university competitions in the Czech Republic. 47-point score back in mid-February. Really helped his world rank. And for Beck today, it's 45th position in this World Junior Championship giant slalom. Laur Maggi of Estonia, 57th after the first run. He's out of the Tartu Slalom Ski Club. Top 10 results in slalom in FIS races in Ruka, Finland, for the Estonian racer. It's given him his season's best of a 56 FIS point score. So for Estonian racer, perhaps his best chances of reaching the top 30 could come in Thursday's slalom race here in Tarvisio, last event of these World Junior Championships. Laurens Kalf for the Netherlands, head of the Snow Sports Academy Racing. Ooh, got trapped on the edge a little bit there in the opening turns. Dutch racer with a top 10 FIS slalom results in Maribor, Slovenia. 48 points scored there. Kalf will be looking for another result to match that before the season's over. It started with bib number 92 today. And from bib 92 into 45, that's impressive. Felix Sachs of Australia, 6 seconds off the pace, giving the Aussie 59th position after the first run. This race is in Bormio, giant slaloms 15th, and national junior race 14th. And racing in Bormio, of course, hoping to get some track time on the Olympic pistes for the Winter Games of 2026. Bormio will be hosting all the men's alpine events of those Winter Games, with Cortina hosting all the women's races. And Sachs goes into 45th position. Again, a good performance from a start number of 91. Lithuania's Lapienis 60th after the first run. And the Snowbees Ski Club, and he too was racing in those FIS races that we mentioned earlier. Took a top 20 result, 17th position, and 20th in the National Junior race and the preceding FIS race. That makes Rapolas a 70-point FIS racer. 49th position for Lithuania here today.
L'altre dia te'n vaig escriure que estàvem a la Memorial dels Reis. La nostra filla va invertir.
That's our next racer on course, Ethan Bouchard, Korobov of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, I should say, and then the Bulgarian. 83 races to contest this second leg. Montenegro wrapping up the action. Right, let's go to the Irish team. Ethan Bouchard, former American racer, now representing Ireland out of the Gould Academy competition program. He's 19 years of age. Again, also looking to pick up a few points here.
Bouchard, the Irish.
So for the Kyrgyz Republic, this is Alexander Korobov from Kyrgyzstan in Central Asia. Started with bib number 106 on the first run. To make the top 60 here today, this would be something very special indeed. Oh, and he's down. What a shame for Alexander. Just 3-4 turns from home. Failed to get the purchase on that turning ski. And the youngster 7 years of age, fails to finish. Ivan Dlavchev, Bulgarian racer, 20 years of age. On the podium in a couple of FIS races as part of his preparation for these World Juniors. Again, another skier that's come from the back of the pack with bib number 99, trying to break into the top flight here. Dlavchev of Bulgaria goes 51st.
For the Bulgarian. First time in place for him.
Haberle hablado en euskera. No, al noruego y al finlandés. Levanta la cabeza.
And the race has been put on hold while a few repairs to the netting. The good news is that Korobov, third skier, is unhurt, on his feet. He's taken a lot of the netting with him, and that needs to be put back into position before the race continues, for safety reasons, of course.
Bueno, que vaya bien, va. Yo ya dormiré aquí. Una maravilla, ¿eh?
Sí, ¿no?
Mucho más cómodo que las sillas aquí.
Claro.
Como un capitaje.
Eso sí, ¿eh? Hombre, es que no estamos poniendo las vaquises, ¿no? Por lo que no hemos logrado para venir aquí, ¿no? Nos lo merecemos.
Ahora estaremos ahí. Vamos a darle.
Saldrá. Saldrá.
Exacto. Ahora sí.
Sacando pecho.
Exacto. Confermiamo pista libera, 30 secondi.
Looks like those nets have been repaired. Longines start marshal closes the wand, and we're ready to continue in the last stage of this FIS Alpine Junior World Championship. Men's giant slalom. Medals have already been decided. Congratulations to Flavio Vital of Teen in France with his gold, getting the better of Bakkevig of Norway and Ak Schwartz of Sweden, taking silver and bronze. This is the Brazilian skier, Christoph Brandner, who's waiting for the all clear from race referee and the LOC to continue racing here. Now, Brandner may be racing for Brazil, but he's out of the Skitlerweidering. Austrian taking advantage of that dual nationality. Brandner will be next, then Hungary, Belgium, Kazakhstan, Bosnia and Herzegovina, all the way through to racer 83. Montenegro will close the race with Peter Kazom. Peter Kazom, I should say. Here we go. Wearing bib 103, Christoph Brandner. Changed nationality back in June of last year, 2024, switching from Austria to Brazil, meeting all of the necessary criteria to switch nations and to start for Brazil, not under as greater fanfare as we saw from a particular Norwegian by the name of Lucas Pinheiro Broughton. Of course, Lucas's mother was Brazilian, his father Norwegian. But it's something that a relatively straightforward process for those skiers with dual nationality. Brantner for Brazil goes into 52nd position.
For the Brazilian with paper 103.
Milan Schneider for Hungary. A series of DNFs in his past races leading into these World Juniors. And Milan will be just looking for a solid result here today. Years of age. 2-3 years as a junior racer, should he so desire. And Schneider here stops the clock. 2 minutes 15.75 seconds.
75.
53rd position. Who has a Belgium next on course? Out of the Snow Valley Racing team. Over 100 points, so again another skier with a good solid second run performance here will hopefully earn some FIS points for his endeavours today. '54th position from 105. That is good skiing. Rostislav Kokolov of Kazakhstan next on course. Now the Kazakh racer, no better than 30th position in international competition leading into these World Junior Championships. A valuable experience learned here. He'll also be representing Kazakhstan in Thursday's slalom race, last competition of these World Junior Championships. Kokolov, 55th position.
54 for him.
Vas for Hungary, 68th after the first run. A Hungarian with 2 top 20 results in international competition this season. Making him a 77-point racer in world rank. And Daniel Betlan Vas of Hungary goes into 54th position. Bosnia and Herzegovina are next in the gate. This is Afan Mehic. Afan putting in some good results when his host ski association put in some fine international ski races. They held in Bosnia and Herzegovina a national junior championships alongside 2 FIS races in Ravina Planina and Sarajevo. 21st his PB in those races. 81 points his FIS point score there. Hungarian racer by the name of Noel Major goes with 69th position after the first run, representing Hungary at the recent European Youth Olympic Festival, as well as some solid performances in a series of FIS races in the Czech Republic this season. 17th his PB on tour for 2025. He's about an 83-point racer.
Let's check it out here. The Bulgarian
21.
This is Finley Wilson representing Ireland. He's out of the Chamonix Club de Sport. 40th in the Super G, good result. 48th in the downhill, solid. And it also has top 15 results from Citizen races, but unfortunately the second run of this giant slalom has not gone the Irish racers' way. Gatinol for Portugal is next on course. Corentin Gatinol. Now another racer that's switched nationality from France to Portugal in June of 2024. Gatinol with plenty of support in the crowd, team into 59th position. Now, from the North African country of Morocco, this is Idris Yannick. Idris has been working through some of the French FIS races as part of his preparation for these FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championships. PB of 34th position in a Lemonwear FIS slalom. Target for Idris this season is to get his FIS points below 100. Ilev for Macedonia next on course. Now Danilo. And FIS points in Salbach FIS qualification, but that is a very short challenge. And his race is over. Yul Vanstein Kist, I think is the correct pronunciation. Vanstein Kist for the Belgium racer.
Between 69 for the Belgian here to the finish area.
Morocco on course. Theo Montaigne. Theo Montaigne goes into 62nd position. Cornu Wong for Hong Kong, there was 77th after the first run, 10.96 seconds behind the fastest skier, Flavio Vital, who not only won that first run but won the second as well to take gold for the French team.
Coming up on you.
23:58.
Tasai of Taiwan. Bringing us into the last few skiers of this second run now. 5 to go. '64th position.
Yushin to 23:55 for Yushin Tai. Yes, guitar. Taiping to the finish line. The beeb for him.
Tutu of Romania, 79th after the first run. Now Matai. 10th in the Romanian National Championships and international events, and 31st in the European Youth Olympic Festival in Georgia back in February. And Tutu of Romania, 65th position, 4 races left to go, 2 from Montenegro and 2 from Lebanon. Branislav Pekovic of Montenegro is next on course. From Kolasin in Montenegro. Saw him at the World Championships. He was a DNF in the senior slalom there last month, but was 59th in the qualification race and took some points from that race. And also was 62nd in the World Championship giant slalom before heading to the World Juniors here in Tarvisio.
On that.
From Montenegro to the
and the Montenegro skier takes 65th position. Shuporian of Lebanon is next on course. Chris Shuporian has done most of his skiing in international FIS races organised in Lebanon. I think I said this on the first run. It's definitely on my hit list to go and have a look at some of these resorts. They've been hosting some very successful national championships at international FIS level, as well as FIS races themselves. In the Mazar ski resort and the Cedars ski resorts. Excellent program. from national level to international level for the Lebanese skiers. Oh no, that is so cruel. He's gone down on the penultimate gate. Oh, all the work had been done. Just a lapse in concentration, 2 turns from home. Left his equipment up there as well. Oh, well, he's unhurt. That's the good news. They may have to put the race on hold for his teammate, Kenan Zaidan. And after Kenan, there'll be Petar Kasom of Montenegro to wrap up the race. It will become official that Flavio Vital has won the gold for France at the World Junior Championships in Tarvisio, Italy. And here we are with the second of the Lebanese racers, Kenan Zaidan, out on track here in Tarvisio, penultimate racer of this 44th FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championship men's giant slalom. Slalom will become the focus for all these young skiers, with the women's racing their slalom tomorrow morning live here on FIS TV. And then the men's slalom, the last competition of these World Juniors on Thursday. Piste condition is tough. Still a little rattly on the skis where the snow cement has bound the snow crystal together. But then in other parts of the turn, the snow is incredibly soft and spring-like. These warm conditions really making life very tough indeed at these World Juniors. And the local organising committee and the FIS teams have done a brilliant job to keep these races flowing along. Zidane of Lebanon skis into 68th position. Petar Kasom of Montenegro will now wrap up the race, and it will become official that France have won the World Junior Championship Giant Slalom with Flavio Vital. This is Petar Kasom, 18 years of age. From 130 to 83rd position. Let's see if he can make the top 60 here to wrap up this race.
with that. I think that's that.
Peter Kazum from
Peter Kazum,
Montenegro,
69th position.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen. See you this afternoon at 6 in Piazza Unità in Tarvisio for the award ceremony. È finito il gigante maschile, ci vediamo questa
That brings us to the end of the World Junior Championship Giant Slalom for men for 2025, and it's congratulations to Flavio Vital taking gold for the French team, their second gold of these World Junior Championships, having already taken top position in the mixed team parallel. Bakkevig takes the silver for Norway, and Fabian Max Schwarz of Sweden takes the bronze. 3 British racers in the top 15 shows that there are some good juniors looking to break through and follow in the footsteps of the great Dave Riding, with Jack Irvin taking 5th, Freddie Carrick-Smith 6th, and Dominic Shackleton taking 10th position. But it's the French team that celebrate with their second gold at the 44th FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championships.
Champion in giant slalom. How does that sound to you?
Sounds amazing, to be honest. I've been fighting for the title last year with the same first winning run, and unfortunately it didn't pass last time. So this time I really want to give my all, do my best, really focus on myself, push from top to bottom. And I was lucky the conditions were perfect, and I'm just so happy to have done a good run, what I can possibly do. And I just enjoyed it so much, and world champion, like, is crazy.
Amazing. You learned from your experiences. What did you do differently this time that you could keep cool in between the runs?
I guess I just really focused on myself, on just producing my best self and not being world champion. And also, I think, thank you to my team and the French Federation for improving and always trying to get better together. I think I came here today with a different level of skiing that I had last year, and yeah, it allowed me to win this race, so I'm so happy.
Enjoy your moment and congratulations for your victory.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Flavio Vital is the newly crowned World Junior Giant Slalom Champion with a magnificent performance here in Tarvisio today, comfortably winning both the first and the second run. That brings us to the end of our coverage. We will be back with more live skiing tomorrow. If you want to have a quick update of the top 3, stay with us here on FIS TV. But that brings us to the end of our commentary service until tomorrow morning for the women's slalom competition. On behalf of everybody at FIS TV, many thanks for your company. It is goodbye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen! Fabian, come on, Fabian! You're gonna pushing down all you have still here to the finish line. Fabian Akbar,
Second time, 2:07.
deuxième manche. Flavio Vitale for the glory. Flavio Vitale for the medal. Flavio Vitale for the title.
Mesdames et messieurs, les new champions